to They Call Us Villains.
All right, welcome to another episode of They Call Us Villains. I'm the commission. I'm with DG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How are you?
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Pretty good so far. I feel like it's been a slow sports week.
It's been dragging, bro. I mean, we have some sports, and the Olympics are here, but yeah, it's football is God, man, and
football. Like no big storylines, really. I can't think of anything too big.
Not for the NFL. I mean,
yeah.
I think I briefly heard that like Dallas, the owner was like, oh, something about the, quarterback, and I guess Dak Prescott took a little offense to that and was kind of mouthing off to the reporters, not like in a full on way, but just kind of like subtle, like, well, you need me and you paid me, so
man.
Yeah, I think the owner's, he's the owner, so I think he just kind of was like, we could move on from Dak kind of type of thing, but
yeah.
But I mean, dude, Dak got paid, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, these quarterbacks get moved around all the time, so but yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how Cowboys fans feel about Dak now. That's strange.
I mean, who knows? You know what? I feel like the Cowboys are. There's always a little drama going on, like something said this or somebody said that, and somebody's not happy. So there's always somebody's always stirring the pot there,
Yeah, you're right.
They always want to be in the mainstream media,
Yeah, there's always a little Dallas drama there.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is where we're going to be when we go to do our fantasy draft. We're going to be down in Dallas.
Oh, man. Can't wait, Commish.
That's going to be good. Have you started looking at your team, like who you want to draft? Or?
Of course. But
really? I haven't even started
right now.
Wow, I haven't even looked at anybody yet.
I get these, your algorithm on your Instagram.
Yeah.
I clicked on like some guy who was like, oh, top players you need to have in your draft, and I kind of went down a rabbit hole. So like I have all these clips are just like, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's who I need. That's who I'm getting.
I do know this though. I guarantee you, the most popular team name is gonna be Hawk Tua.
Oh yeah, dude.
Every league's gonna have a Hawk Tua.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
And I mean his last name.
What's that?
I can never say his last name. What is it? Tagliaguvia or something?
Oh,
Tua Tagliaguvia. I can't even say.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to butcher that.
Yeah, just call Tua, the Hawaiian Pacific Islander gentleman.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's definitely going to be one of the, if not the top, fantasy football team name for sure. No, but yeah, dude. So I went down this rabbit hole. I got this algorithm going on my Instagram, and now I'm just like bombarded with all this information, which is useful. But anything can happen on these drafts. Especially for us. I mean,
right.
Like at any draft. So
I like that your algorithm is actually helpful. Well, my algorithm, I'm just like looking at clips of like Aaron Hernandez, like they're like. How some teammate had a run in with Aaron Hernandez and freaked him out or something. How Aaron Hernandez did like said inappropriate things in the locker room. Like that's my algorithm. That's what I'm getting.
You're like, that's your sports algorithm, huh?
Yeah,
like you get nothing useful out of it.
No. It's just like some old serial killer.
Well, dude, I mean, I think I said this before, but like mine will just change from like half naked women to like puppies to like cars. Then it's like conspiracy theories, and then it's sports somewhere in between. So
yeah, it just cycles in. Yeah, mine's the same thing. It's like dogs because I like dogs. It'll be like like women, cars. Cars are good.
Yeah. I mean, we have the same thing, dude.
Homeless people doing crazy shit.
the unhoused, Alex.
The unhoused. Sorry, the housed. Unhoused. The unhoused doing some crazy shit.
Yeah. But yeah. Hey, did you tune into the Olympics opening ceremony today?
No, no, I didn't. Was that this morning or it's
Yeah,
in
it was this
France?
morning.
How's the time difference?
I believe it's 12 hours.
12 hours. Okay. No,
Yeah.
so you got to get up early to watch it.
Yeah, so I was no, I think they kind of accommodated some nations. I think it was like around 9 or 10 in the morning our time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it was late
You
evening
watched it?
probably for them. I didn't. I saw clips of it. I didn't have I didn't have an opportunity to, but
I saw a clip. Yeah, I
did
saw
you?
a clip. I didn't watch the ceremony, but the clip I
Got
saw was like drag queens or something.
Yeah, I mean that was one thing, but I also saw that Snoop Dogg like was
Oh
carrying
yeah.
the Olympic the Olympic torch.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, and I
Oh
was
my god.
like, man, I mean, good for him, but I'm like,
Yeah.
does he play anything really? Like, is he?
Yeah. I know he like coaches. He coaches football. I think I've seen video clips of him coaching like his kids team. I think
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so.
yeah,
He's in a football. I
yeah.
don't know, but like every time they put him like doing something athletic, he doesn't look too athletic. Like I saw a video of him with like the judo team,
Uh-huh.
and he's like they're trying to show him a move, and he's like on his tippy toes, kind of
Oh
like
really?
moving, like like I don't want to get hurt, kind of
I think the way the guy's really tall and slender,
Yeah.
so he looks a little bit unproportional to begin with, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I've seen him like play football, and you're like, damn, this guy's like really thin, you know, and like
Yeah.
like he'll get cracked like by a professional, you
Oh yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Like Manute Bull type thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw that. I also saw what you had mentioned. Then I also saw a clip of the men's basketball team, and it was LeBron holding up this flag. They were
Oh
like
yeah,
on
I
like
saw
on
it.
a little boat or something.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And people were like, "Oh man, that's gonna be like the opening clip to the little bio Netflix is gonna film for them, you know, because it's him like just holding up the American flag, just
Right.
like yeah. So like, I was
Which is
just like,
weird. I never think of LeBron as being like a patriotic guy. That's interesting.
I I don't, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't. I guess I never really thought about it. I never really paid much attention to that, but
But he's played on the USA team before, right? Like he's always played on that
I don't think
Olympic team.
so, dude. I think he always
No?
takes summers off,
Oh,
or
okay.
yeah, but
Oh.
but yeah, kind of like going just divert digging a little deeper into that. Did you catch any of the men's basketball, or did you see any clips of the USA team their showcase games these last couple of weeks?
No, no. But I
No.
heard they weren't playing too well. Or is that right?
Yeah, so they had 5 games. They played Canada, Australia, Serbia, South Sudan, and Germany. They were pretty close games. The closest being beating South Sudan by 1. It was 101 to
What?
100.
Wow.
And it was funny because an ex NBA player was saying how like South Sudan doesn't, like, the people don't even like wear shoes there. Like how
Yeah.
like how would they even be competitive in basketball?
Yeah.
So
How are they gonna get to within one? That's weird.
dude, I don't know, but I saw clips of that, and I did see like how LeBron had to step in and like dominate, take that last drive to the basket and win it. But man,
They
I
had
was
to turn it
just
up.
yeah, no, at 40 years old, right? Like
Wow.
he had to like step in. But yeah,
That's
I was just
crazy.
like, man, I don't know. Like, okay, so like the other closest game was uh it was against Australia. It was 98-92, and I'm like, man, these games are really close for them. I remember
Yeah.
back in the dream, the dream team that was just crushing on these
Oh
teams,
man,
these other countries
it wasn't
by
even
like 30
fair.
plus.
Yeah, it wasn't even fair. Like it was like, why are they even making them play this these countries? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could see it, multiple ways, but I guess the worldwide, basketball
Yeah.
has become more. There's more competitiveness to it, so countries are developing their teams and whatnot.
Well, I think from what I remember, like Argentina, I believe, was always good in like these Eastern European countries for sure.
Mhm.
They've had a lot of basketball.
Yeah, no, yeah, they they definitely throughout the years they developed better players, and have had come across better players. So,
Yeah, China loves basketball too. So I
oh
wonder.
man, such a big,
Yeah,
such a big market for the NBA there. Japan as well.
yeah. I wonder when
But
they're gonna start like getting it. Well, I guess the Eastern European countries are developing NBA level talent.
yeah, dude. I've seen like clips of like these games overseas, European, and the crowds are just so much different. Like it looks like a soccer game, like where they have like I don't know if they allow them to, but like these flares and like you just see like people with flares up in the stands and
Oh wow.
they're chanting like nonstop, and it's like that's pretty cool,
Yeah.
like that
They bring that
that
soccer flavor.
that energy. Yeah, you see like these European soccer matches where like it's like, dude, like they just go at it, they're just they're caged and they're just ready to like kill each other, these fans.
So remember when you were a kid and like that, like was it 92 or 90? I can't remember when that dream team was, but like I remember like you were excited, even though like you weren't excited to see them play really, because they would just like crush everybody. But
Yeah.
the idea of that dream team was like really exciting, and I wonder if kids today like have that same feeling or not.
I no, dude. I mean, it was 92. I was 10 years old, and man, I was like, whoa, they got Michael Jordan, like they got Magic Johnson, they got
Larry
Larry
Bird.
Bird, like all these, like, well, hold up. I do, now that I do recall, I was like, ooh, they got Magic Johnson. He's got the HIV. So I was like, ooh. But
Wait, was that announced at that time? Wow.
I think so. I don't know, but I remember I was just really excited for like the men's team. I was like, whoa, that's like a powerhouse, like I'm like that's like Thanos with all his rings,
Yeah, I remember buying like the little basketball cards and having like, oh, you get Michael Jordan with the basketball, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, for
You
sure.
get a dream team card.
Yeah. Oh, hold up. Oh man, I gotta hold on. Give me a second.
Sure. Yeah, I'm getting those NBA cards, NBA hoops. You get it every once in a while. You get. Oh yeah, that one.
So I got that one. I got the Magic
man.
Johnson. I got the David Robinson. I got a Jordan, but I can't see him. But yeah, dude, these cards. I remember, like, I was like, dude, I want them so bad. I did get them. I lost them or something, and then my brother hooked it up with these for my birthday this year. So shout out to my brother.
Yeah, I got a couple. I have them somewhere back here. I think I have Michael Jordan, and I had for some reason I'm thinking I have Chris Mullin. Did Chris Mullin was in the dream team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I have Chris Mullin.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Different times. I guess I don't know. I feel like maybe we're just not that in tune. But I didn't see like no hype for this NBA team. USA team.
I think the NBA was just bigger back then. Like the stars were bigger. I wonder what the ratings were for the NBA back then versus now, because back then you just had so many stars. Every team was packed with stars.
Yeah, dude. Good point. Yeah, definitely. That'll be something definitely worth looking into. Like, what were the ratings back then and now? I know the NBA's gone like it's definitely not as I mean, it's popular, but NFL's gone, so
oops, something exploded.
That was my backpack fell, but yeah, dude. I don't know that. Yeah, like I feel like today's kids they are like looking, they're probably gonna tune in, but I think back then everybody was, well, in the US, everybody was tuning in,
Yeah, for sure. And it was an interesting time because it was like that change. Like you watch The Last Dance, they kind of talk about it, where it was changing from like that Magic Johnson, Larry Bird era to the Michael Jordan era. Yeah, it was like that apex right there. That dream team.
Yeah, they handed the torch off to Jordan and the new generation, huh?
Yeah,
definitely. So check out these first couple games that US has. July 28th against Serbia, July 31st against South Sudan again, and August 3rd against Puerto Rico.
I think Puerto Rico should be good.
Do you foresee any losses against any of these teams?
No, I mean, Like, if they win by like 10, I'd consider that a loss.
Hot take.
Yeah. You gotta give them like a handicap or something. You know what I mean? You win by 10, the other team won. That's just the way I
Like,
see it.
you got to give them 10 points.
Yeah. If you beat the South Sudan by 1 point, I consider that an L. That you took an L. As far as I'm concerned.
That's what people were saying. They're like, bro, come on, like really, you barely beat them. Like that's not a win. That's not impressive at all.
Yeah.
But my hot take for this is that they're gonna beat Serbia for sure, South Sudan, but Puerto Rico, I think they're gonna lose by 5. And let's see what happens. But I think they will lose to them.
Wow, that is a hot take.
Yeah,
to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So let's see how they do. But Puerto Rico is they're very they love basketball. They have some a pretty good squad. Not the best, obviously, but let's see. I don't know. That's my hot take. Why not?
Do they have any NBA players? I'm trying to think of.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. He plays for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado. He's a point guard. Smaller guy, super quick, dude. Super fast. Speedster. Has a nice 3-pointer and a nice little runner. But I believe he might be the only Puerto Rican player in the NBA right now. But definitely a crowd favorite.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
When do they play? What's the schedule look like?
Yeah, so against Serbia on Sunday, the 28th, South Sudan 2 days later, 3 days on the 31st, and then Puerto Rico August 3rd. So that's what the official NBA schedule online is saying for now. So
are you excited at all?
You know what? I am, dude. Yeah, you know what? I'm like, there's not a whole lot going on, but you know what? I want to tune into these Olympics. The last ones I was like, whatever, and like I think it's been a couple of summers where it's like, whatever, I don't care. But
you're right.
But I don't know. I'm like, you know what? Let's tune in. Let's check it out. Let's check out some of these games. I know the women are going to play as well. So yeah, let's see how.
Are you excited for the women's basketball?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much about it. I don't even know who's who's playing.
Maybe that's more competitive, huh? Maybe the US will be more competitive with other women's countries.
Yeah. I think so. Let's see. When do the women's play? Can't find it. But yeah, dude. I mean,
Angel Reese will probably be there.
What's that?
They probably have some names now, like Angel Reese.
That's what I wanted to see because I know the WNBA is on a little break right now, and so I'm thinking maybe they had some of the top players from the women's teams play, but let's see.
I used to watch the Olympics a lot before before the internet. It was like on TV. You'd be at home watching TV. And then you'd be scrolling. I'm like, oh, well, the Olympics are on. I guess I'll watch that. But now with like the YouTube and stuff like I'll watch some random YouTube video instead of the Olympics.
Yeah, dude. Hey, so check it out. This is what I found. They played Germany July 23rd. They won 84-57. That's impressive. The 3 teams they're going to be playing are going to be against Japan, Belgium, and Germany. So
that sounds tough.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's check them out. And the games are around noon. They're all 12 Pacific. Yeah, so pretty early. Should be able to tune in. So yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let's keep that on on our
Yeah.
on our calendars and check them out. See what we like. Maybe Brian's girl, Caitlin Clark. Maybe she might.
Oh
be there.
yeah. No, I think she was like left out of the team.
Was
That was
she?
like a
No
yeah. I think that was like
way.
a big storyline that they didn't select her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the teams now. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. They're not. Yeah, they're not here. Huh. Oh, she's
But
not here.
there was another one,
Sorry. Mhm.
a blonde chick from the I think they called the Sparks, LA Sparks.
Yeah, she messed up her knee.
Oh, so she's not playing.
Yeah, so she's not playing right now. But yeah, I mean, uh, the team does have Brittany Griner, who I don't know if you recall,
Oh
but
yeah,
she was in what was it, Russia or
Russia,
Germany?
Russia.
Russia.
Yeah, we
So
traded the Merchant of Death for her.
so she's on the squad. So
Yeah,
you
we should put the
know,
Merchant of Death on the squad. I guess Russia might put him on. I don't know.
so we'll see. I mean, yeah. I honestly, you know what? I think they're gonna win all their games. I don't foresee them losing. So, but yeah. Have you been watching any of the or listened to any of the Dodger games recently?
No, I haven't tuned in. I just thought, but you know what I did come across my algorithm was Otani being like one of the 5 players to hit it out at Dodger Stadium.
Dude, that guy just crushed it that day. It was like that was assault.
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Dude, he like just crushed that. I mean, like what an athlete, you know, just to be able to hit that damn ball out of the stadium, you know. And but yeah, no, they've a couple weeks ago, or yeah, about a week ago, they swept the Red Sox, so that's always good. We took 2 out of 3 from the Giants. I know our buddy Chivo, you know, he's a big Giants fan, so I'm sure he wasn't too happy about that, but whatever.
It's always
And
nice to beat the Giants.
yeah, dude, like, you know, our rival. So, and they have a 3-game session against the Astros, who, you know, are a bunch of cheaters, and you know they they stole our pitching, you know, our codes and whatnot. So,
oh yeah,
but with the trash can, remember?
yeah.
So
they were like doing Morse code or something, whatever they were doing.
Yeah, like they just knew like what pitches were coming, but yeah, we lost to them today, 5-0. So, but I mean, if we could get the next 2, that'd be super awesome. So, let's see how they're doing. I mean, the Dodgers are definitely, you know, they're just keeping pace right now. They're just taking it. I don't want to say easy, but you know, they just gotta save that energy, keep everybody healthy.
Are they still number 1 in their division?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let's see who's right behind them. So,
all right, there's been 6 recorded home runs to leave the ballpark down at Chavez Ravine. Let's see if you can get all 6 here.
Oh man, okay. Mike Piazza.
I'll give you 1 because I don't think you'll get this one. Yeah, Mike Piazza's 1. You got that? Yeah.
All right, cool.
But I'll give you this one because I'll give you Mike Piazza's 1. I'll give you Willie Stargell. I don't know who that is. You know who Willie Stargell is?
Wow, yeah. Okay, so that's 3 right there, right? 3 out of 6.
Wait, who was the third one?
Otani.
Oh, Otani? Yeah, okay. Otani.
Okay. So there's 3 more?
There's let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 more.
I'm gonna say Manny Ramirez.
No.
Damn it.
Big Popeye forearms.
Big Popeye
I'll give you him. This
forearms.
guy had big Popeye forearms.
Oh, I don't know. Matt Kemp.
It's no. He's an obvious one. I think he took like Androl 5,000 or whatever. Like they told him he was like.
Oh, I see. Oh my gosh. Was he? He was a Cardinal, right?
Yeah, Cardinal.
Oh gosh, what's his name?
Oakland A.
Oh, Jose Canseco.
No, close.
His
fellow Bash brother.
I don't know, Commish. You gotta tell me, bro. Who is it?
Mark McGwire.
Oh my god!
Mark McGwire.
I couldn't remember his damn name, dude. Like I know it was him and Sammy Sosa, right? What's that?
But Sammy Sosa is not on here. It was Fernando Tatis Jr., Giancarlo Stanton, Mark McGwire, Mike Piazza, and Willie Stargell. Twice, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Willie Stargell did it twice.
Wow, dude. Like, that's crazy. Hey, man, I completely blanked out.
You would think there'd be more people.
Well, dude, it's got to be over.
I'm surprised it's so little.
Yeah, but okay. How many feet is it to like 470 or something like that? Like it's not an easy feat.
Like, I'm shocked Barry Bonds is not on that list.
Right? That's what I was thinking of too. I was like, was it Bonds? But no.
But a lot of times they didn't pitch to Bonds, so maybe that's why he didn't get so many shots at him.
Yeah, I mean that would be a big factor.
Strawberry crack it down for? I don't know.
Daryl. Let's see. Okay,
the classic Simpsons episode.
Well, okay. These are the dimensions to Dodger Stadium for the outfield. So left field's 330, left center's 385, center field is 395. That's going to be your longest length. Right center 385 and right field 330. So it's got to be over 400. You know.
Oh. Yeah. Man.
But
Mike doesn't surprise me. Mike Piazza did it. That makes a lot of sense to me. That's crazy.
Dude, that guy was like,
there's like a video.
He was big, dude.
There was like a video of man, what's that guy's name? He was a famous hitter. Damn it, I can't remember his name. But he's watching Ted Williams. Ted Williams is watching a 15-year-old Mike Piazza like doing batting practice, and then Ted Williams is like, yeah, that guy's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. And it's like a 15-year-old Mike Piazza, but he looks like he's like 6 foot, 200 pounds or something.
He's already a big boy, huh?
Yeah, you're a big boy already.
Dude, talk about like
do you remember that era?
Which one?
Do you remember that era of the Dodgers with the Mike Piazza?
Very briefly. I just know like from early 2000s to like 2017 or something, like they just struggled. So, but but and you know, I guess I remember mostly the hype, you know, like Manny, the Manny era, I guess, when it was like Manny Wood and like everybody had like these long dreads. You know, he had like long dreads.
That's right.
Yeah, and you know, recently, a couple years ago, when Urias was pitching, you know, like everybody had like the, you know, his style of haircut and whatnot, you know. But yeah, I remember Mike Piazza for sure. I think just because the dude was just like crushing it, you know, and it was like he's just a big human being, you know. So he almost looked like a superhero, not like kind of like a superhero, you know. It's like this guy could run through a wall,
larger than life. Yeah, larger than life. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, definitely. So
I guess we're in the Otani era now.
Yeah. So right now, we're definitely in the Otani era. Man, I just see like a lot of people wearing his jersey out here where I live, so I'm like, definitely, I'm sure it's going to be one of the top 5, jerseys that are probably going to be sold. Definitely the top Dodger jersey for sure.
Yeah, I think LA is embracing him. I like they're doing the murals. He's showing up on murals and stuff.
Yeah, dude, and I mean, there's a big, there's a big Japanese community here as well. I know out in Torrance, there's like a big Japanese, little Tokyo, definitely, yeah. So I think it was a great landing spot for him, and he's definitely capitalizing off his, his image and his, his, I mean, he's a great player, so his athleticism.
Yeah. I wonder if he's like really huge in Japan. That'd be interesting.
Oh, I don't know, but he should wear a shirt that says that.
Yeah.
I'm famous in Japan.
I'm famous everywhere.
Yeah, dude. Hey, did you have you seen that Netflix documentary? It's called the Receiver or something like that on Netflix. Have you seen that?
Oh, no, I just saw something about it. Who's it about?
Yeah, so it's last year they had the quarterback, so they followed it was Kirk Cousins, Mariota, Mahomes, who won it. So this season or last season they followed receivers. So it's well, George Kittle, even though he's a tight end, but George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Devontae Adams from the Raiders, Justin Jefferson from Minnesota, and I'm missing one. I can't remember, but it's all receivers. I saw the first episode. It's really good. It just kind of like it's like any other documentary. They just follows them and they're what they do, how they prep, things like that. So yeah, it's entertaining for sure.
Oh, maybe this is where I heard it. Did Justin Fields come out in that documentary and say he wears like fake jewelry or something?
So I think that comes out, but I haven't gotten to that episode just yet.
Okay. I think I saw like an IG post on that, like how he talks about how he wears the fake jewelry and he says like it shines just like real jewelry or something or something.
Hey,
like that.
You know what? Why not?
That was Ocho Cinco. Remember Ocho Cinco used to say that he bought like fake jewelry because he wasn't trying to spend all his money and stuff.
I mean, I get it. They're in a different tax bracket that we are. And who knows? Maybe if we were that rich, that wealthy, maybe we would buy like, diamonds and all that. But
yeah,
I mean, more power to them. I think that's a smart idea. Save your money, invest it in something else.
Well, there's another documentary called Broke, and it might be a 30 for 30. I'm not sure. I think it's an ESPN one where it talks about how all the athletes go like after they retire, they just go broke. They lose all their money. Like people,
dude.
Like their family gets wants money and they spend money like crazy. Like they're always going to be making it, and then they're just broke at the end of their career.
Dude, that's insane to me. I mean, I get it. They have money management. They have to hire somebody. Obviously, but for you to just like completely go broke, like that's just, God, that's so bad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
and I get it. Like they're when they're young, they're like, oh, I'm gonna be doing this for like 10 more years or whatever. But what if you get hurt?
Yeah.
Or what if something happens, outside of football or whatever, like,
right.
Oh man, yeah, it's.
I mean, they're just like 21, I guess, 21, 22. You're not thinking long term.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, and it's crazy too. Like I was listening to the radio over the weekend. They were saying how like these college athletes, how they're making so much. They're making top athletes are making good money off their incentives and whatnot. And now they're no longer like living, in dorms. Now they have like condos,
Wow.
like they, and it's and the the reporter was like, yeah, like it's because they could afford it. They have
Yeah.
this income now come in, and they're driving like, in college we all drove, most of us drove like a bucket, and
Oh yeah.
they
Car
have
would
like
break down at the stoplight. You'd be like, no.
these guys are getting like damn like sports cars, big luxury cars,
Yeah.
and it's crazy, but on the same conversation, he did mention one of these college players who, with that money he was getting, he wasn't like a top player, but he's getting some money, and he was able to fly in his family to come and watch one of his football games, like you know otherwise they would have never seen him play,
Yeah.
so that was pretty cool,
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, I feel they just got cheated for so long. Like the
yeah.
colleges were just making all this money, and they weren't allowed to make.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, they were doing it anyways, but they had to break the
yeah,
rules. You know what I mean? So a
for
lot of
sure.
them got punished for like, something that was kind of unfair. So that kind of sucked.
Oh yeah, dude, I mean, like let's be honest, how are all these massive stadiums and these coaches getting paid millions of the multi-million,
Yeah.
multi-year deals, like it's the athletes who are putting the people in these seats, like
Yeah.
filling up these massive stadiums. So yeah, man, like, I mean, you got to give them a little bit, even
Yeah.
that little bit still won't amount to like the like the whole amount that they're getting,
Right. Man,
so
I don't remember the story exactly, but apparently, I'm gonna butcher the story. But the idea is that there was NCAA, I don't know, 2000 something, like early 2000s, 2006 or something, 2005, like a football game. And that was like the last football game because players, something happened with like the likeness rights, and they couldn't get
mm.
the likeness rights. And now that the players can make money again, like I think that game is gonna come back. So there was like this big gap, maybe 20 years or something, where like there was no NCAA football game.
Oh, so now it's coming back.
I think it's coming back again. Let me whoa, whatever. Hold on. Let me do a quick search here.
Yeah, dude. I think I might have heard it. I don't recall what specific um what the title of those games were called, but yeah, I think you're right. Like the it's gonna be like it had a super long hiatus and now it's coming back. I just didn't know it was
Yeah,
it was it
EA
was due.
Sports. Was it EA Sports? Maybe.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah, man. I mean,
I think.
I think I
Yeah.
remember the college basketball had the same thing where like I think it was the O'Bannon brothers from UCLA who had sued or were like, hey, like you're using our likeness in these games and we're getting like nothing, and I think ultimately they settled out of court, but yeah, I mean, player likeness has always been an issue, and but now that they're getting uh some money, I'm sure I'm it looks like they're going to be back to it.
Uh yeah, it looks like 2014 was the last year, and now it's coming back.
What's the title or who's the what's the video
So there was
game?
NCAA football 14, and it says
Okay,
here there was an 11-year hiatus. And
damn.
look, wow, the guy who was on the cover at that time was Denard Robinson.
Oh wow.
Man, yeah. So now it's coming back for 2024. Man.
Damn. Well, I mean, hey, I'm sure a little bit of well, I mean, I
They
don't
make
know
some money.
yeah, I'm not, I don't know how the payout's going to be for the players, but hey, you know what, like I'm sure they're getting like some type of little stipend or something.
Yeah. You remember like when you were a kid and you'd buy like a baseball game, but you didn't know at the time, but now we know like they didn't want to pay the MLB to like license license the player like this, so they would have like the LA Dragons or something like that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was always like the biggest thing, right? Like that
Yeah.
there
Just
was some
like
baseball.
generic made up. Yeah.
Yeah. and I think that's why like like retro gaming like NBA what is it, NBA Slam or NBA Jam,
NBA Jam,
what
yeah.
what was so cool because you got to pick like your NBA player. You weren't
Oh yeah,
using
yeah, yeah.
you weren't using like some generic like computer.
Cartoon guy.
Yeah. Like that, like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I remember having this game for Nintendo, and it was called Double Dribble, and it was
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
it
That's a
was
classic. Yeah.
the most generic like looking characters. Like it didn't have like anybody from the NBA.
No, no. But
And
you're sitting there, and then when they do the dunk and they do that close up of the guy dunking, you're like, whoa.
yeah, man.
And if you were to show that to a kid today, they'd probably be like, "What is this? What are you showing me?"
Yeah, it would just be like no, like trash.
Yeah, trash. Get out of here! Get out of here, pops, with your pixels, with your pixelated players.
Oh my gosh, damn, dude. I saw the Back to the Future Part 2 this week, and I realized that I've only seen bits and pieces of it, but somehow like I knew the whole story. But
Yeah.
in that
Wait, you had
movie,
never seen it before? You saw it for the first time?
not in its entirety. I've seen bits and pieces because I was like, oh, I remember seeing this, but or maybe I did see it and I saw it such a long time ago that it was like a completely kind of new movie to me. But anyways,
okay, I know what you mean. I was like that with the Nightmare Before Christmas, where I never saw the whole thing, but I would saw little bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
happened?
So, well, the one of the biggest things was that they took the sports almanac with them back in time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was like, man, like, imagine like if that was a thing where you could just like go, that you go back in time right now and like give it to yourself. Like, I don't know. I was already like, man, I would be like a millionaire, like a billionaire at this point, just gambling on everything.
That's hilarious. I feel like I picture you watching this movie, and then you see that, and then you can't pay attention to the movie anymore. You just start thinking, "How can I make a time machine? How can I get this to me?"
Yeah, dude. I was just like, man, like, oh man, like I would just, I would bet on everything, and because I mean, obviously, you would know the outcome, but
you know that Patriots Falcons game. If you had that almanac, you could make a ton of money.
Oh my gosh! Like imagine, like like it would just be insane, dude. Like people would probably like laugh at you or be like, "Dude, you're like crazy," but you're like, "I know what. Let me cook."
Let me cook like a live betting line like that. You know that they're gonna come back, and nobody's like, "Man, it's impossible." They're Man.
Yeah, dude, insane. Hey,
all the upsets you could just bet really heavy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had a quick question for you, and I know I think we last time we talked about him, Bronny James.
Oh yeah,
I heard rumors that he's already going to be rookie of the year, and I was like, yeah, that's what I said. I was like, no way, like how, But supposedly that he kind of his last game for the this summer league was his best game. He had like I think like 15 points, good amount of rebounds. But compared to his first couple outings, so ESPN and all these sports channels, compared him like his points to like the other rookies, and like it was one good game that he had, but they're already like, oh, he's gonna be a solid player, this and that. And I guess people, the betting world is already like kind of like, yeah, he's gonna take a rookie of the year. But man, I was just thinking, I was like, man, if that happens, then I just know the NBA is like totally rigged, and LeBron James totally owns everything and everyone.
Yeah, you got to place a bet right now that he wins the rookie of the year.
Oh, dude. I wish Brian were here because he's a gambling man,
He'd take that bet.
Yeah, but
Well, who else? If not Bronny, who would you pick for rookie of the year?
I don't know, any other player.
Anybody else?
Let's see, that French kid or that European kid who was drafted one, I believe.
The water boy.
What's that?
You take the water boy
Yeah.
to win.
Let's see.
So his rookie year is coming up. So he hasn't made his debut yet. He hasn't played a NBA game.
No, not yet. Here I'll say that the rookie of the year is going to be Zachary Reisacher from the Hawks, the number one draft pick. He's going to be rookie of the year. Okay.
I wonder whoever's number 3. I'll just take number 3. Whoever's going to be number 3.
Number 3, that's Reed Shepherd.
That's my pick.
From the Houston Rockets.
Okay, yeah, Reed Shepherd is getting that rookie of the year.
There you go, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll be surprised, if he even gets a vote in the for rookie of the year. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like these sportscasters, they just or broadcasters, they just ruffle feathers, or they just come up with all kinds of things just to throw it out there,
Yeah. Okay.
Talk to me.
Hold on. I went on another site, and all of a sudden music started playing.
Nice. Is it entertaining music?
They have the odds.
Oh, okay.
But I got to figure out how to turn off this ad. But they had Zach Edey. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
Yeah. Hold on.
He's plus 600. Alexandre Sarr, Sarr. He's plus 700. Okay, so I guess Zach Edey is the favorite because he's got the best odds here.
Yeah, he's so he was drafted number 9 by the Grizzlies. So
I'll give you the odds for Bronny James. He's plus 25,000.
Oh wow. Damn.
So if you bet $100, you can make $25K.
If he wins it, but if he doesn't, you're out.
If he doesn't, you're out $100.
Yeah, you're out $100. So yeah, dude. Let's see. So Zach,
I bet you someone's gonna put money on that.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I saw this guy, Zach Edey. He's 7'4", he's 300 pounds. He's a center.
He's 7'4"?
Unit, bro. He's a freaking unit. Like he's a monster amongst children,
yeah, that's bigger than Shaq, right?
Yeah, Shaq was like 7'2" or 7'1".
Yeah, something like that.
So I mean, think like Shaq size,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember him being, or at least in the tournament, big kid, a little slow, typically bigger guys, but he was pretty athletic. So not Shaq-like athletic, but pretty, for that size,
Right.
So I could see him taking rookie of the year.
Yeah, he's the favorite apparently.
Yeah. Granted, he doesn't hurt himself or something crazy happens, but yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, so like that. Yeah, he's the top one. Alexandre Sarr, you know who that is?
I do not, but let's see. Alexandra's, nah.
Let me see here. It's spelled kind of like a French. Oh, he is. Okay, he's a French basketball player. He's from the French professional basketball player, and he's going to go to the Wizards again. He's 7 feet tall, another 7-footer.
Damn.
205 pounds.
Wait, 205?
Yeah, 205. So I guess he looks thinner. He looks on the thin side.
Damn, that dude, he's skinny for a 7-footer, dude.
Yeah, very skinny.
Yeah.
Let me look at some pictures of this dude. Yeah, skinny dude, tall, long, very long, of course. But I guess he's going to be faster than the other guy.
Possibly, dude. But I mean, like, there's an NBA player in the with a huge oh my gosh, what is this? Oklahoma City Thunder. He's tall, dude, but he's so lanky that, like, he gets pushed around. These we talked about it. Some of these guys they need to develop a little bit, get a little bit of muscle in them.
It says here, Sarr stands 7'1" with defense being his standout skill. He moves incredibly well for his size and can guard on the perimeter as well as protect the rim. The size and athleticism make him an obvious pick and roll threat, and he's shown some potential as a ball handler in transition and passer in the half court. The hope is that he can evolve into a more of a shooter, but he went a modest 16 out of 58, 28% from deep last year, and 58 out of 82, 71% from the charity stripe. Sarr also has a thin frame, which may cause some challenges against bulkier NBA centers.
Yeah, dude. He's really reminding me of Victor Wembanyama right now of the Spurs. The guy's 7'4", 209 pounds. But when you see him, he's just like all like just long arms and long skinny legs, Dude. But yeah, I mean this guy Victor from the Spurs, defensive specialist, like he'll just block you any which way. Like players wouldn't even try him. They were just like, nah, I'll just pass it to this guy over here.
Pass it off.
Because I mean anything in the paint, like he was just blocking it. He's got like incredible reach, but it's sounding what like this guy you were mentioning, this rookie's gonna probably pan out to be.
Yeah. Ooh. He's gonna be, but he's drafted by the Wizards though. I don't know if the Wizards are a good team.
Trash.
That all the good players go to the trash these teams.
Hey, they have to end up somewhere,
Yeah. But who was saying that Bronny? Were they joking? Was that just like a?
Dude, that was just their hot take, but
right.
I was like, no way, dude. Like, no way he's gonna win rookie of. And I think their main emphasis was that LeBron, like he's gonna like maybe have him, when they play together, that they're gonna have like a couple good games, and that Bronny's just gonna get those votes because of his dad,
Yeah.
But I really doubt it, and I hope not, But
did the Lakers draft anybody good besides Bronny there?
Yeah, dude. With the 17th pick, they picked up Dalton Knecht from Tennessee. He's like a small forward. Let's see. Let me give you his height. He's 6'5", 212. They have him as a guard, but this guy, he could shoot, he could drive. He's a smart player. That's a really good pickup for them. Like a lot of people, the biggest thing was like how did he drop so much? Like he's such a talent, and it's because of his age. I think he just kind of bounced around schools a little bit. He's not. I think he's like 23, but I mean he's still young.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of teams want to develop players who are a little bit younger, but I think he's going to be a bigger impact than Bronny James will be, at least for this rookie season. So, yeah. Connect.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should go to a game. Check this out for ourselves in person.
I'm totally down for it, but the thing is, if the Lakers aren't winning, their prices should reflect that.
They're still high, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, they're still like they're affordable for like an individual maybe, but if you're gonna go with your family, if you're gonna take your daughters, your wife, you're gonna be dropping a pretty penny, because food and it's not cheap. You got to pay for parking. So but yeah, I think if they're winning, okay, you know what, you're paying that premium, you're watching an elite team. But when they're like losing all the time and it's like they're not consistent, it's like, nah, bro, come on,
I think we went when like some of the guys from our league, we went when the Lakers were just horrible, right? Maybe the tickets
Yeah,
were really
yeah.
cheap at that time.
It was before LeBron James for sure.
Before LeBron, way before. I wonder if Kobe was there. Kobe was there?
I don't think so, dude. I think
it was just nothing.
Yeah, there was that limbo of nothingness for a while.
Yeah, I think the tickets were like $18 or something like that.
Yeah,
which is rare.
And yeah, I know, right? And I think that's the last time I've been to a Laker game.
Yeah,
yeah, I went to a Clipper game last season with Brian and a couple of the guys, and yeah, I mean it is what it is. I'm not a Clipper fan and whatnot. It was entertaining, but yeah, the prices were a lot better, you know, like
you know what it is too? The TVs are so nice now. Like, why would you go to a live game? You're just gonna get a better experience at home watching it on your nice TV with cheap food that you buy or whatever. You don't have to drop a whole your cheap beer. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't have to pay the premium. You don't have to park here in LA. It's just driving is insane.
Yeah, dude.
It's downtown, which is not a good place to go.
Yeah.
You don't want to go down there.
Especially at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think it's wild with that.
Yeah, unless you know, I think everybody should experience like a live, any type of game live, because it is different. You know, like the crowd, the noises. You know, the everything's.
That's true.
You know,
you sold me. I'm an easy soul. You sold me back on.
No, but I don't think
you
need to be. But I don't think you need to be there every game. You know, or 5. You know, like you could do it once, a couple times.
Yeah, once or twice. You get that experience.
Yeah, like, and you know, like the Rams games. You know, I love going to them, but man, I gotta go all the way over there. Like, it's expensive. You know, luckily, you know, we always find pretty affordable parking on the street, so we save money on that. But inside, I mean, nothing's cheap there. Like, everything's it's pricey, you know, and but I mean, it is a beautiful venue. I gotta, you know, like that in itself. I'm like, okay, I'll go, you know.
Yeah.
But
did we ever say the whole story of when we went to the Rams game last season on here?
I don't think we have.
I think we gotta tell it. I think when we go to the draft in Dallas, we gotta get the guys and we'll tell that story.
Yeah.
Just oh man, just a disaster that was.
It's gonna be epic.
Fire what 2.0?
Firefest, bro.
Firefest 2.0.
Yeah. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Yeah. So we won't divulge too much. We'll save that for the live broad. We're gonna be live.
Yeah, I think we'll do it live. But I think we could do that one live. You know, it's a weird thing where you're like in YouTube, you have to get like 1,000. I think you have to get 1,000 subscribers to be able to do it live from your phone. I think I saw that. So, but I think if we have a laptop or something, we don't need that. We could just do it live.
Oh wow! I didn't even. Well, okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And they want to be weird. YouTube wants to be weird. All
right. Hey, I wanted to bring something up. I know we're getting close to the hour, but in our chat, did you see John's that snippet he put up of the Raiders making they had Kermit the Frog dressed up as Patrick Mahomes?
No, I missed that.
You didn't see it?
No. He did that, or someone else did it?
So I think it's part of the. I haven't gone to it, but I think it's part of that Receivers documentary on Netflix. Like, I think some of the receivers from the Raiders, they got a Kermit the Frog, put like that curly hair on him and like pick him up, and we're like, you know, they were mimicking his voice. Well, he
does sound like Kermit, doesn't he? You're right.
Yeah, dude. That's the biggest thing about him since the beginning, that he sounds like Kermit the Frog. But in my head, I was like, you guys don't want to do that, you know? like you're just, the guy has so much like motivation. You're just giving him even more, you know, like to just go out there and destroy. I get it. I get it. You know, the Raiders beat them, you know, last season. I think it was. I think they just destroyed them, but
Man.
But yeah, I was just like, dude, don't give this man any incentive to just like come and whoop on you, you know?
Man, yeah, that's gonna be tough. Man, yeah, they shouldn't
Yeah,
do
dude.
that. Don't fire him up. Don't poke
Yeah,
the bear.
don't fire him up, you know. And I mean, especially if like you guys are already like rivals, you know, like
Yeah.
there's already a little bit of bad blood there. So, but
Yeah.
you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm like, go ahead, poke the bear. Let's see what he does.
Yeah. I mean, of course, Michael Jordan was like the epitome of like, don't poke the bear. And even if you didn't poke the bear, even if you showed the respect to him, if
Yeah.
he felt he needed to motivate himself, he would just make up that you said something to him.
Yeah.
He would, yeah.
The best quote was like, he's like, and I took it personally.
I take it personally.
Like, bro, he just looked at you funny. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing there.
Yeah, and then wasn't there a part where like they say, like he says like, oh yeah, and he said this about me or he said this to me, and then they asked that other guy, and the guy's like, yeah, I never said that, and then they tell Michael Jordan, yeah, he says that he never said that. He's like, yeah, I just made that up. I needed to get fired up. I needed to get fired up for the game.
That sounds like classic Jordan, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, you don't want to give these ads, but hey, you know what? If it fires you up too, hey,
Yeah.
go for it. You know. So
there's some guys who like it would intimidate, and like you talk shit to them, they would get intimidated and they won't play as well. And other guys who will get fired up from that. Like you don't know which one you're dealing with. I don't know. You gotta know.
Yeah, insane, dude. Hey, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
You know, now that the UFC is going to have that big big event on Mexican Independence Day in September.
Oh yeah, at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
At the Sphere, yeah, Las Vegas, beautiful Las Vegas. I heard that Canelo's booking is going to have his fight too that same day in Vegas.
Oh wow.
Good move, bad move. What do you think?
Ooh, well, you know what? Boxing has always owned that. They've always owned Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day. They always, like those were the big boxing dates, and that's why Canelo's has picked those dates. But even before that, like Mexican boxers would always pick those days. Those were the big boxing days. So like for the UFC to try to like take on those dates and kind of make it like not about boxing but about fighting and MMA, that's pretty ballsy on Dana White's part, I think.
No, I was gonna say, like, I don't think nothing had been scheduled for boxing wise. Wow. So I think Dana was like, hey, you know what, like, let's have our event on that weekend, you know, like, like big event, you know, let's pay tribute to Mexican fighters, blah blah blah. But now with that, there's that possibility of a big fight, you know, or you know, just a fight with the best fighter and the best boxer.
Yeah,
I'm just like, oof, like.
I think there's enough. I think there's enough of the pie that they both can have it on the same night, because there's two different fan bases. There's the MMA UFC fan base and the boxing fan base, and I don't think there's some overlap, but I don't think they're the same ones. And the people who want to see both, they're either more of a fan of one than they are the other, so they'll watch that one and then catch the replay of whatever number two is. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So, I think the boxing fans are going to show up for Canelo. And what was that guy's name? I forgot who his name is. Berlanga, something like that. I think a Puerto Rican guy.
Okay.
And then the MMA guys are going to show up for the MMA fights. I don't think that if you're an MMA fan, you're gonna be like, "Ooh, Canelo's fighting. I'm gonna go check that out instead." You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I see you. Yeah. His name's Berlanga.
Berlanga. Okay. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. I mean, I like watching both.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it would be who's like the bigger name, kind of
the bigger sale per se.
Yeah, like there's one of them. The title fight is gonna be a little bit more enticing, I think. So I think maybe Canelo. Who's the UFC one? I wonder who the UFC headliner is.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna check. So let's see, September. It's looking like September 14th. Sean O'Malley versus Marev.
Okay.
Dvalishvili.
The Vasily, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Canelo will win that one.
Yeah, the third match, I don't know if you're, but it's going to be Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. I know Ortega still kind of has a good
Yeah, he's a good
following.
Yeah, he's a good following here.
Yeah, man, I don't really see. Yeah, I think Canelo might.
Yeah, I think Canelo will edge that one out.
Yeah, slightly, but yeah, and I think you're right. Like, there's enough fans there's enough money on the table for both events.
Yeah, there's enough fans. Who
I mean,
would you pick?
I'll probably take Canelo.
Canelo. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Sean O'Malley guy, but he doesn't. I mean, Canelo's just a bigger star, I think.
Yeah, the last Sean O'Malley, his last fight, I did see it, and man, I was like, this guy sells. He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
Strong chin, and the way he just like knee the other guy, like, man, I thought he killed the other guy. But yeah, he's entertaining. I mean, you just kind of look at him, and he's got like this wild hair,
Yeah.
the tattoos, So I'm
he's
like,
got that
all
MMA look.
entertain me.
Yeah. We should do a live podcast that night.
Oh, that'd be, yeah. We'll bring in our expert analyst JG.
Oh yeah, JG. We'll bring him in. He's the
his,
Max Kellerman to our podcast here.
Yeah, he'll start rapping in the middle.
I saw some weird thing where I think Max Kellerman might make a comeback or something.
Into sportscasting.
Yeah, or let me see here. Lifetime host Max Kellerman. I don't know. He's been in the headlines lately.
Gotcha. I didn't even know
they had an issue. I guess.
Yeah, I didn't even know he. I don't think he's doing anything right now.
No. He was always good at boxing. I never really liked any of his other takes on any other sport. Except for boxing. Boxing, I really like his takes on boxing.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing it for such a long time that he's got some really good background, and he tells really good stories. That you never hear. So
yeah.
He's been there, but yeah, dude. No, I like listening to him. Him and Marcellus Wiley on ESPN. I guess a couple years back, that was my go-to in the afternoons.
In the afternoons, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't checked out sports radio in a little bit. I did this morning a little bit on Dan Patrick, but I need to go back. It's because I have Spotify, premium Spotify. So I haven't checked
hey man, you pay for it, you gotta listen to it, bro.
Yeah, I always wait till it runs out because I already canceled it. Once it runs out, I go back to sports.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I don't listen. The morning ESPN, I just can't get to it. I rather listen to Dan Patrick. But yeah, that's about it. I know Brian's mentioned before that he'll listen to some podcasts or some Sirius XM sportcasters.
Oh yeah. He really. I think he has his whole playlist.
Yeah,
who he listens to. I like Rogan and Rodney. I think Brian also listens to them. They're like in the afternoons, like noon and afternoons. Every once in a while, when I go to lunch, I'll catch them. But in the drive home, I really don't. Sometimes if there's a Dodger game, I'll put that on a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, on the drive home, I don't really listen to any sports.
Yeah. I last year before our draft last year, I was listening to some like mock draft podcast, I guess, on Sirius Radio. Yeah. But man, they just go so deep into lineups that I'm like, who's that? They're like with our 54th, and then they'll like run like mock drafts, and it's like, well, this draft, my draft got a C- because I did this, blah blah blah, and I'm like, man, you guys are like a little, but I get it, there's a whole, there's a group of people, but a lot of people who love that,
Yeah, they put some serious money on the line.
Yeah, for sure. So but I'm just like, okay, I just need like 5 picks. Because that's all the money I'm gonna have for it. and then
Yeah.
I'll just fill it in with whatever's available at the end.
Yeah, because we do auction draft, and then other leagues they do the snake draft. So
Yeah,
I think it's a different dynamic how they do it.
definitely. Plus, I mean, we the auction is the biggest key there. That like you could blow all your money on like 2 players, and that'll be it.
Yeah, and sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes you need to go. You need a quarterback for sure, and so that's hard. Of how much money how deep you're going to go off the bat.
Man. Yeah,
and a running back, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a cutthroat league, and we definitely we don't want anybody to take our players. So
yeah, next week we should have our fantasy football team.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Of who, if we could have anybody without like issue, who do we put in each slot?
No, maybe we should save that. Okay, yeah, let's do that because I was gonna say because we still have a couple more weeks, but then that way we don't like divulge too much about our potential
strategy.
Yeah, our strategy. Because Brian's gonna be like, "Oh, I got you guys."
Yeah, no, I can tell you my strategy that I used every year. It's I don't mind. It's
what's that?
I get the ESPN sheet.
Yeah.
And they put a value dollar on each player.
Okay.
And I try to get the highest number there.
Oh, dude, I think that's probably everybody's strategy.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you like we mentioned a couple of minutes ago. You have to get an elite player with just with the amount of how competitive it is, dude. Like you can't be that guy who like saves up all his money and like tries to get everything, because you're not gonna get anything. Like people we know that do that save all their money, and you're like,
that's a bad strategy. Yeah, I don't understand that.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I think all the strategy is mainly in like who you're gonna put up, who you're gonna nominate for the auction, and how much you go for that guy. Like that's the big part. Like everybody knows you're gonna try to get the best players. But like how much you're gonna spend versus what's still available, of other remaining players.
Yeah. And I think like for us, like we rather make somebody go broke by just like, you don't even want that player, but I just don't want you to have money to pick up anybody else.
Yeah.
That will make you go broke.
Or I know that you really want that guy, so I'm gonna bid him all the way up, and then make you waste all that money on him.
Oh man, yeah.
I don't really care about Gronkowski, but I know you're a huge Gronkowski mark, so I'm gonna drive that price all the way up, and then let you have him.
Dude, it's so bad. But
sometimes that backfires. And they'll be like, nah, and you take them. And you'll be like, damn, I didn't really want that guy.
Hey, and that's happened, that's happened to us, that it's like, man, now I'm stuck with this guy.
Mark Sanchez all of a sudden.
Hey, bro, don't talk bad about Mark Sanchez.
He's the GOAT. He's the USC GOAT. Well, maybe not really.
Sure. Well, it's probably him.
Well, he's not the USC GOAT, but much respect to Mark Sanchez.
Yeah. I want to see
USC quarterback.
I want to say maybe Matt Leinart, USC GOAT. No, maybe, or OJ Simpson.
You know what? GOAT means greatest of all time, but I feel you can have more than one GOAT. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Like I would say Mark Sanchez is a GOAT.
There you go. I like it.
For USC.
Yeah, for USC.
And Matt Leinart.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll and his cheating ways.
Hey, bro, it's only cheating if you get caught. Yeah, brother, that's all I have for today. You want to do some hot takes?
Yeah, let's start landing this plane here.
All right.
Go for it. You go.
I'll set it off then. So my hot take for this week is going to be the men's the men's basketball team is going to beat Serbia by at least 20 points. And the Dodgers are going to destroy the Houston Astros these next 2 games and just come back home winners.
chicken dinners.
Nice. Yeah.
That's all I got. What do you got?
Let me see. I'd say that the U.S. Olympic team is gonna, of course, win all the medals. They're gonna win they're gonna win the medal count. Except for basketball, we're gonna get the silver. the Sudan is gonna get gold.
Gold.
They're gonna get a revolution in their country, and they're gonna get gold. I don't even know if there's turmoil in that country, but maybe it's a nice country. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
It's one of those countries that you like. Someone says the Sudan, you just picture like bare, nothing there, like dust kicking around,
desert.
Yeah, desert. And then like you're like, do they even have a basketball there? Where would they get a basketball?
That's what this. Yeah, that's what this ex-NBA player was saying. He was just ripping them, dude.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, it's like Cool Runnings or something, like some Disney movie. This team that never played basketball all of a sudden starts, there's some kid in the village who all of a sudden is like super gifted. He just starts throwing the ball. Everything starts going in.
He just starts chunking it, and
you just start chucking it. Just the natural. Just beats everybody.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I love it.
All right. Well, then next podcast, we'll do some fantasy football. We'll get that started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Give us a subscribe. Get us to that 1,000 so we can live stream from our phones.
Yes.
All right. Have a good night, guys. Yeah.